All right. And it is officially 8:54 p.m. down here in beautiful, cloudy, dark, rainy Florida. All right. And we are starting in about 5 minutes, a little bit more earlier than usual. Every now and then I do try to start the stream a little earlier than scheduled. And as the people start chiming in, what's going on, Mark? What's going on, Colin? Welcome, welcome. John Davis, what's going on? 18RLX, and anybody and everybody who decides to pop in on tonight's chill stream. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Uh, and Jackie, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not going to say I'm doing great because that would be a lie. And we don't do that here. So, yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't know what to say, but I really do appreciate you guys being here with me. I do consider you guys as like a second type of family, if that makes any sense. Kind of like when they have family in the church, something along those lines. What's going on? What's going on, sister? Welcome, welcome to the stream. I hope y'all can enjoy my low tone radio station type voice. Spicy Slaughter, I'm doing all right. Boomer, what's going on? July, what's going on? Uh, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's nothing that we can't get past. Nothing that we haven't gone through before. You know, we've been through way worse, so it's all good. What's going on? What's going on? And of course, as Courtney, which by the way, I hope is having a speedy recovery. All right. I did see and witness what happened. It breaks my heart to see one of our own, get hurt the way she did. Now she a big girl, all right? She a big girl, and she's gotten past it. That's why I think she posted, I think yesterday, like, hey, I appreciate everybody's concerns and everything, but I'm good, and I like that, She kind of like just brushed it off and kept moving forward. So, Courtney, I know you're hearing me. We all love you. We all care about you. And we're all very proud of you doing what you do. And, I'm saying, going the extra mile. And these things, you're aware that these things can happen. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, I give you big props. And yeah, much love and respect to you for doing what you do and how you do it. And Jules, what is going on, fam? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And of course, baby girl, I haven't seen you in a long time, but mostly because I haven't been on as much. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have noticed I haven't been on here as much. And I am trying to correct that as much as possible. I am trying to be, a lot more active than I have been these last few months and weeks. But of course, change of job and change of scenery, change of a lot of things. And of course, even right now, I'm still adjusting to the changes in my life. So, just bear with me, I guess. Bryce says. Well, I mean, I hope not. I hope I really don't sound depressing. That's not the tone I'm trying to convey here. But I do apologize if I sound a little depressed. I think the tone that you're referring to is me being tired, and I am extremely tired. Today was a productive day. And yeah, let me just yes, I love you too, Jules. I really do. I love every single one of you guys. You guys are like a second family. And yes, love and blessings to every single one of you guys. Yeah, hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And we do have to like talk about certain things that we talked about in the past, and we need to get those dreams fulfilled, those projects up and running. And okay, all right, we got PCM saying I got. Let me see if I can do her voice. Hold on. You're saying I got my merch in the mail, ready for warmer weather to show out. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that sounded a little bit like her. Yep, there we go. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. These things will happen. when you're out there on the field, like you are, and Alex and everybody else doing this, these things will happen or can happen. So, but you good though. And yeah, just last but not least, before we keep getting more new people in here, I mean, I hope so. Before we get any more new people coming into the stream, you know, as always, the red carpet is always rolled out for every single one of you guys, and I do appreciate the love and support that you guys always show on these streams. All right, whether it be on Alex's streams or my own, doesn't really matter whose, but on this channel in general, if you show love and support, we do really appreciate the time that you guys take to be on here. These streams that I do is mainly just chilling, just literally what the title says, just a chill stream. You know what I'm saying? Possible updates and like reviews on different channels. We'll try to get to that obviously because that is like one of the main things on the channel. But for the most part, we're just gonna chill, have a good time. As good of a time as possible. All right. Nah, man. I mean, that would have been more epic. And damn, she would have brushed that off. That would have been insane. I would have been like, Courtney, you know what? You know what? I honor you. I don't know. I'll probably pay her, I don't know, some type of like weird long week hotel stay at some place by herself, just kind of like for her to enjoy, a hotel stay with all the whistles and all that stuff. If she got pushed out of a moving plane, that would have been epic. But sadly, that wasn't the case. Agreed. I had to actually like go back and like watch, and yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But anyways, guys, yeah, this has been a weird and interesting couple of weeks. Well, not a couple, a few weeks, I guess. A few weeks ago, I had an interesting meetup with one of the supporters, one of the guys that live actually here in Florida. And yeah, he's a really great guy. I'm not going to say his name because obviously I do respect his privacy and all that. And yeah, it was a really good time. It was a really good time. Like we had a great conversation from like here because he did like actually come over here and like pick me up. We went to like one of those like sports bar type places. But we talked the whole car ride there, right? And of course, when we got to the place, we had an even more interesting conversation. And yeah, I mean, I got nothing but good things to say about the guy. He might be watching right now or not. I'm not sure. But wherever he's at, I do want to thank him again and again, and say, hey man, I really did appreciate that night. It was really, for me at least, it was really needed. I needed to kind of like just chill and like breathe and kind of like remind myself that, what I'm saying, that I do have a life to try to enjoy. So yeah. And yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. That's the same thing I was telling myself that same night. I was like, yeah, I haven't done something like this like in a long time. So yeah. But that being said, besides that, that same supporter actually told me, that he was very interested in working together eventually. I don't want to say days. I don't want to say like month or like a specific date or whatever. But we did talk about eventually at some point in the near future working on catches together. So yeah, you heard me right. For most of you who have been watching this channel, since I transitioned into doing interviews and all that to all the different predator catchers, there has always been word of me saying, at some point I do want to do this myself, just to kind of like do a different take on it, because I've been watching these guys for a long time and I've seen how they go about it. And they do a great job. Everybody does a great job. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the main thing that should be like talked about, or at least brought up at some point, which is like the spiritual side of things, almost never gets brought up. So it's something that I do want to bring up at some point. And No, I mean, yeah, Polo and I, we have talked about that as well. And yeah, eventually at some point, Polo and I will be doing a collaboration, together. No, it was not Tommy. What's going on, Rock Barn? Yeah, yeah. Appreciate that, Courtney. Now I'm not gonna once again I'm not gonna say like a specific day or a specific month or whatever. Whenever it happens, you guys will definitely know. Obviously, it'll be here on YouTube and all that good stuff. And the reason why once again I want to give another go at it. What's up, Southern Bell? I haven't seen you in a long time, but welcome. Good to see your face on here again. But yeah, so the spiritual side of things. When I say that, a lot of people get like freaked out or turned off or whatever. Oh, it's not religious or whatever. But for those of you who know me more intimately, what's going on, MJ? Yo, real quick. If you're not following Matt Jones, dear God, I had to breathe for a second there. Please go on Instagram and follow this man right here, and please let him know that I sent you. All right. We've got a blood pact going on, him and I. And yeah, I got to send everybody his way on Instagram. But yeah, going back to what I was saying. So, okay, everybody likes to kind of like bring up, I don't know, a lot of shaming goes on, which is fine. I'm totally fine with the person being shamed because, hey, they have to know like what they were doing was wrong, obviously, and they have to be brought to that level of like them being able to recognize like, damn, I really should not be doing this. I don't know what happened or whatever. Okay, that's fine. And that's great. But at the same time, is like, I would love to bring up to them, hey, uh, more than likely, likely you're going through some spiritual battles, okay? And that is a real thing, guys. I'm not trying to be a preacher here. I'm not trying to be a pastor, but the spiritual realm and spiritual warfare is very, very real. And a lot of these guys, or people out here doing this. Uh, hold on, let me just. There we go. Can't be. Anyways, a lot of these people that are out here doing this, okay, are under strong demonic attack. Okay, both in the mind, in the heart, and the spirit. Right, and nobody talks about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not. I don't think I've heard like not one time any of these catchers like bring that up, and it's okay. I understand because not everybody understands like that part of what's going on in that person's mind and heart. Let me see what's going on, Chet. What's going on, brother? Yeah. Let me just hold on. Yeah, you're very correct, sir. Appreciate that, brother. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, like, I understand that not everybody can talk about that because not everybody understands how that whole world works, which is completely understandable, and I respect that. And I guess that's why not too many of, or not any of these catchers like bring that up in the confrontations and catches. But and I'm not saying I know everything like in the Bible. I'm not saying I'm like a spiritual guru. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying though is that I do understand for the most part how the spiritual realm like works. Especially when it comes to like demonic attacks and all that stuff. And and because of that, I do want to bring that up. I do want to talk about it, and I do want to let them know, hey, listen, you know, me, what I'm gonna do is obviously outside of confronting you, and if possible, giving you up to the authorities if they'll have you, because that's the other thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, why didn't you call the cops, or why didn't you do this or that?" Not every time the cops are going to do that. So, that being said, you know, within all that of trying to get them like arrested or under custody or whatever, I am going to say, hey, listen, if there's a real genuine part of you like really wanting to change, not because I'm asking you to, not because you're embarrassed or ashamed at the moment, but because you truly, genuinely want to change and turn your life around and kind of like, have some help and support to like help your mind and your spirit get right, then I'll definitely point you out to people who might be able to help you out with that, you know. And I will, for a fact, give them, numbers of pastors and ministers that I completely trust, that I know and that are vetted, if you will. And because I do want to get these guys help. I do want to get these predators, if possible, the at least the very least the opportunity, okay, for them to actually get real, genuine help, because that's one of the things that is lacking within the confrontations. It's good to get them arrested. Don't get me wrong now. It's good and satisfying to get them arrested, but okay, so what about that person that committed that crime, or was going to commit that crime, but at the same time, like genuinely realize, like, damn, like I need to change. I need to genuinely transform into just like somebody else that's far from sinning like this or thinking like this or having these evil thoughts and acting upon them and all that. What's going on, Red Hood? And so that being said, you know, well, hold on. What's my spiritual type? Are you talking about like my faith or what exactly? Because my faith, I'm not a Christian high in my faith, but I do consider myself a Christian. If that makes any sense. Yeah, yeah, I'll give you that. But yeah, guys, like this is something that everybody wants to see these creeps arrested. Everybody wants to see them, what I'm saying, get punished in jail and all that. I'm a big fan of that myself. Because yeah, if you did the crime, do the time, and all that stuff. But it's like, yo, like if there's actually some of them that do want to change. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's the question. All right, so all right, I myself was brought up Pentecostal. Okay, however, I am aware that not every Pentecostal that's out there is like a genuine Pentecostal pastor or minister. So the people that I would send these guys to, once again, are vetted and I trust, what I'm saying? And I know who they are. I know how they operate. I know how they think. I know what type of like life they lead, if you will. So, that being said, I would not send them just to random ministers and pastors that I don't know. I would send them to people that I actually do know, that I know for a fact could give them some like spiritual like counseling and spiritual help and all that. So yeah, what's going on, Nat? Let's see. Appreciate that, Nat. But yeah, that being said, it's a side of the catches and confrontations that I do or would like to like implement, or add on to the actual conversations with these predators and all that. Because to be completely honest with you, the satisfaction just kind of like gets cut low when it's like, okay, they got sent to jail, and you know, did the person have a genuine change of heart? Did the person like actually truly learn a lesson? Did the person actually was able to like change and be a better person for it? What do we? Because if we just want to look at them as just insects and that's it, then we're wrong. Because what I'm saying, they're a person, a human being, just like you and me. You know what I'm saying? And by that, all I'm saying with that is, and of course I'm aware that if you're really out there doing what they're trying to do, deprive, what I'm saying, children and do all this other stuff. I know that's something that I would never do and that would never cross my mind. And I know most of you on the chat area, same thing with you guys. I'm pretty sure most of you, if not all of you, never had that on your mind. However, outside of that, I'm pretty sure most of us, if not all of us, I'm saying, have done stuff in the past that might not be something like a criminal act, but has not been right or correct, if you know what I'm trying to say. So, and what, we gave ourselves another chance, or we gave that other person another chance. But when it comes down to these people out here doing what they're doing, it's like there's like no chance at all, like zero, zip, nada, no chance ever for you to what's the word I'm looking for? Dear God, for you to have that opportunity of change, right? And that's wrong. There should be they should be at least given they should be at least given the opportunity, at the very least, to have that hope for change in their life, if that makes any sense. All right. So that's something I do want to bring up. And yeah, for sure. That's one of the ideas. And let's see. Yeah. You should never follow blindly someone else's path. That's correct, Constantine. I mean, listen, all I'm going to say is while there's life, okay, while there is life, there's a chance. And there's a verse in the Bible that says that, meaning if you're alive, okay, then yeah, chances are that there's always an opportunity for change. All right. Well, that being said, we are going to move on to the actually reviewing some of the catches that have been going on these past few days and weeks. So just see if I can pop it up on this side. Actual YouTube. Some of these catches I have not seen just yet. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to try my best to give my reaction and my review on them. But just bear with me. Let's see if I can actually go all the way to the history. Now, anybody else has like a long list of like notifications in the YouTube notifications tab or whatever? Like I really hate having like way too many videos to like have to like watch. And I know it's like my own fault because obviously, there's channels that I follow and all that. So obviously, yeah, if I'm following the channels because I want to see the videos, but I leave, man. All right. Let's see if I can actually bring this up for you guys. And I know most of you, if not all of you, have already seen the catch I'm about to like share with you guys. But I mean, I do want to see it for myself and give my own take on it. So just bear with me. All right.
Leave your hands there. Don't put them in your pocket. So we're the ones texting you the whole time as a 6-year-old, okay?
And of course,
conversation with us. We're filming for everybody's protection here, okay? Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
So again, of course, bear with me with that as well.
I was checking on the welfare of 6-year-old.
Checking on the welfare of a 6-year-old.
And of course, all of a sudden.
All right. Well, let's talk about it.
The browser wants to
lit over there.
Go slow on me.
You're pretty elusive. You were driving around and you're.
Yo, listen, not being so slow.
I heard the knock. Yeah, I thought it was. All right, let's go. Going by the mailbox. All right. So before we get into all the messages, which I have saved, why are you checking on the welfare of a 6-year-old?
I'm a dad, so checking on the welfare.
I feel like the volume is really low. Is that me?
She's home alone. That's not good.
No, I know it's not good. The thing is,
Oh, it is.
We've caught so many people, and before we get into the messages, I'm just going to say, you're the first person that we've told as a kid to not come. I told you, don't come, don't come, don't come.
Right, but if that
You
was
came
real,
here.
if that was a real thing though, wouldn't you want to check on?
Check on a kid?
Well, no, that way you could make the appropriate thing.
You were going to offer this kid money, and you were pressuring this kid to come.
To check on the welfare.
To
What's
check
going
on the
on,
welfare
Anthony?
of a kid.
Welcome to the stream,
Because
sir.
if that was true, and if
Glad to have
somebody
you.
really left a 6-year-old, almost 7-year-old daughter by themselves in an apartment,
Uh-huh.
that would not be good.
So what can happen if a 6-year-old is left alone in an apartment?
They-
A 6-year-old can hurt themselves? How so?
What do you mean?
I guess can they swallow crowns? Like
Right?
I've never heard of a 6-year-old swallowing crowns.
I mean, anything's
Now-
possible.
I think it's worse if
Red,
you
we're not
leave
gonna
a
see the whole
old
thing.
lady alone in an apartment. I
That
think
is
they
true,
could. Would you check on an old
Just
lady's
parts of it.
welfare?
Yeah.
So you would drive all the way from north of Sacramento.
If I thought that they were in need, yeah,
Do you work for like Life Alert? I mean, how do you not have a Nobel Prize at this point?
it's not about a Nobel Prize. It's
I mean,
almost
you're just
just
a
doing.
great person. It seems like.
I do want to do good.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so you're checking on the. Well, so what bad can happen? You know, obviously, the kid is going to just hurt themselves. That's just to say. Anybody could say they're going to hurt themselves. That's just
Oh, okay,
stupid.
yeah. I mean,
don't
regardless,
check-
you're not gonna.
How's it
you're not
going?
gonna, no matter how short or long the video is. You know,
Oh,
you're not gonna
yeah,
make
we won't
guys
get you on
watch
camera, sir.
anything
No, I didn't know
longer
like
than
I was
necessary.
Yeah, no, we won't get you on camera. Huh? No, it's fine. So, okay, look. So, that excuse of the 6-year-old might hurt itself.
I'm about to say, you better fix that.
What made you
that
think a
camera
6-year-old was going to hurt herself?
Not like hurt themselves as far as themselves. I'm saying more like a hurt themselves as far as
angle.
anything can happen.
Like what?
If you're on the third story,
Wrong side to be on.
there's a balcony.
Okay.
Those are risk factors that you have to take into consideration. There's scissors, there's knives, there's kitchen appliances.
Just Tom,
there's
what's going on,
water,
man?
There's
What's going on, brother?
so
Demon,
many
lobby.
things
Demon,
for
demon.
a child that don't know.
So, if you were president of the United States, your first policy, and we know everything about you, but you tell me your name, so I know you're being honest. Go ahead.
If I was president, I
Well,
would just try to do the best
no,
that I could.
No, tell me your name. I know everything about you, but I want to know how honest you are as a person. So, go ahead and tell me your name. Like I said, your picture. We have technology to find out everything about you. So, go ahead and tell me your name, because if you're lying, I know you're, and I'm going to proceed the interview that way. But if you're telling me the truth, we can go on a peer-to-peer basis here. So, go ahead, tell me your name. What? Okay. Are you looking at anything? I was just wondering because you call yourself. It's a little bit weird, but no worries.
Sicilian.
Interesting. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you're telling the truth and all of that. But okay. So a 6-year-old could just hurt themselves because there's a knife in the house.
Well, no, there's more electric cords. There's,
Okay.
like I said, would you leave your 6-year-old?
Alone in the house.
Exactly.
No.
No.
You know why I wouldn't leave them alone?
I don't like this camera angle.
Why do you think I wouldn't leave a
Earlier
6-year-old
was
alone in
like
the
way
house?
better.
For hopefully multiple reasons.
Right here, you can barely see his face. The other side was like way brighter. You see the face.
No,
straight
yeah,
up.
and let me tell you, those reasons wouldn't be inanimate objects.
How
I wouldn't worry about the scissors in the drawer for the 6-year-old. You know what I would really worry about? Leaving a 6-year-old alone? Some guy pressing her, trying to give her $20 just to come check on her. Like you. That's what I would worry
to
about.
check on her, yeah.
Yeah, a stranger coming to the door at midnight, that's what I would really worry about if I let a 6-year-old alone.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like you're the risk factor here. What did you say?
I would say there's multiple things, but to check on a 6-year-old of a welfare, that's
The check on the 6-year-old of a welfare. So now you're calling the grandma a Social Security welfare disability queen.
that her check as well. Because obviously if she's inadequate to take care of the child,
Oh my goodness.
Okay. But
What is going on
obviously
with
they
this
live in
guy?
a nice apartment, so I mean,
That was
It's like he's like digging for like the
I
excuses.
think the number one thing
So
parents
he's
worry about
literally
is
like
stranger
well, not
danger. What did you say?
obviously, but he's like digging.
So why is
and
stranger
digging
coming
for
at
any
midnight to a
excuse he can
6-year-old?
find. It's just like,
just a 6-year-old.
oh my goodness.
I'm going to check on you, and we can hang out for a minute.
To check on her.
Okay. Check on her. You're also going to give her money.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird.
Well, to make it like, okay,
Okay.
like, hey, you can. If it's real, I'll give you the money.
Okay.
And know you're at least something.
So what kind of app is Scout?
Hold on, man. Hold on.
So why is stranger coming at midnight to see a 6-year-old?
Just a 6-year-old.
I'm going to check on you, and we can hang out for a minute.
To check on her.
Okay.
Hold on.
To check on her.
Jesus
You're also going to
Christ,
give her
guys.
money.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird.
Well, to make it like, okay,
Okay.
like, hey, you can. If it's real, I'll give you the money.
Okay.
And know you're at least.
I think you can hear like in the background one of the I think the camera guy. I don't know if it's Jesus or who, but you can hear him like saying like what?
Hey, you can. If it's real, I'll give you the money.
Okay.
And know
You
you're
see? You heard that? It was like a whisper like what?
at least something.
So what kind of app is Scout?
Scout?
Yeah. What kind of app is it?
Scout.
Meet me.
Meet Me, I guess. They're parent sister apps. What kind of app is Meet Me?
That's what I said. It's just to hang out.
Just to hang out?
It's a talk. It's a talk thing.
Hang out and talk? So why would you hang out and talk with a 6-year-old?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Why was a 6-year-old doing? Like, seriously.
Oh, okay.
Why did you initially message? Actually,
That's probably
why do you
what it is
message
then.
people on Meet Me in general? I'm not talking about
By the way,
6-year-old. Why
that's
do you
what's
message
going on,
people
man.
in the first
Good
place?
to have you here.
Talk.
To talk? Because you're interested in making conversation, right?
That's what I was doing.
Sure, of course. And you message people you find attractive, don't you? Not always. You message guys on there?
There's dudes that message me.
No, do you message guys?
If they have something interesting, I mean, not like be weird because then you're gonna think that I understand. But no, I mean not that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
no one
Go
said
ahead and
that.
show me your messages. Let's see how many guys you're messaging.
It's
No,
not my
Yeah.
number one
How
thing.
many
Let's see how many guys you're messaging. Pull it out.
does Alex have like his
Pull
whole
it out.
squad there or something? I heard like a small crowd of
You think you're in a
people.
position to negotiate?
I know he's always got like 2 or 3 people.
No.
but
Let's see how
damn,
many guys you're messaging.
No,
I feel like a freaking
Okay, so you're not messaging any guys.
squad is in there
that's
right
not my
now.
first thing. No,
You s-
but I was just checking. Like I
Okay.
would do.
Okay, so why'd you lie
If-
about messaging guys?
If I know.
You're not messaging guys.
If they message me or
So what are you talking about with guys on the app?
what they do, they ride bikes.
You're kind of shaking. You seem pretty nervous. It seems like you're making up things on the spot here.
Yeah, man, for real.
Dude,
Hand to God, like the whole time he's been interrogated, he's been like literally like off the cuff, excuses after excuses. I'm like, I don't know what else you can come up with, bro. But at this point, just give up and shut up. Like, to be honest,
you
with
message people that you find attractive.
It's not about that, dude.
Okay, so we're gonna continue this conversation.
What's on his phone?
Because if you go to your car, we're gonna get your license plate and just turn you into Sacramento PD. And if you have a conversation with us, it's gonna go better for you. So what do you want to do? Okay, all right, let's go back over there then. Okay, that's fine. Do you just want to walk and talk then? Yeah. Okay. So this 6-year-old, why did you initially message the account?
hopefully you feel better, bro.
Somebody in the area.
Somebody in the area? So do you message everybody in the area?
I just message people.
Okay. You didn't
So,
know
like,
that you
pop
didn't.
up.
Go ahead.
That just pop up in the search and made me think of what you're supposed to do with the app.
So you didn't message everybody in the area, and you didn't know she was 6 until she told you, right? Yes or no?
Right.
Okay.
And then once that question got arise,
Oh, it's gonna be one of these
you
people.
know, once the question got arise,
I know it's like Pitbull getting interviewed by TMZ or something.
What?
Did anyone tell you kind of look like a Pitbull?
Nah, man, don't
You're not
do
really
Pitbull
feeling the
and things
moment
like
right
that,
now, are
bro.
you?
Like, I get it,
because
bald
I went
head.
from
You know what I'm saying? But come on
checking
now.
with somebody to now being.
That's disrespectful to freaking
Yeah, no, I
Pitbull,
understand.
bro.
You're just a
How
great
could you do
person.
something like that? How could you say
No, I'm
that?
not a perfect
brother?
person. Nobody is.
No, of course.
Mr.
But if there was
Robot.
a legit someone leaving their child,
That is so extremely disrespectful to
I would
to
hope.
a
I would
Pitbull,
hope
man.
you check it,
How old are you?
right? Would
How
you
old
not
are
check
you?
it?
You're 26, right? I think you're older than that.
There's no way you're 26, bro.
Yeah, like I said, we know
I'm
everything. about you.
25, man.
But would you?
Would I check on a 6-year-old home alone that I didn't know? No, I would not. So, as president, would you like bubble wrap every kid? Just like wrap them up in bubble wraps until their parents are around?
I'm saying though, like, come on, you can't. Be
Okay,
doing
but why
that to
not? I
people
mean,
like
apparently inanimate objects can just kill them.
Yeah, there could be.
You parked all the way over here. I cannot believe you parked all the way over here. All right, well, it's not your car. I'm just going to be right here. No, you said you parked in front of the apartment, so I'm just going to be right here. I mean, it's not your car, is it? Okay, look. Let's finish the conversation.
We are.
Okay.
Can I get in the car?
Huh?
Can I get in the car?
Wait, I thought you parked over there, though. Wait, so you have been dishonest with me because you lied about where you parked?
No,
You
I
lied
said I
about
was
your
finding
age.
parking.
No, you said you didn't. He say you parked in front of the apartment?
You did.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna finish the conversation with the light over there. No,
That twist, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Thank you.
you're not in a position to negotiate right now. You are?
I'm not.
You want to go? Go to your car in front of the apartment then. Go to your car in front of the apartment. He's gonna slide through that side. Okay.
Hey, you better not have nothing in it.
Get out of sight of this.
Good idea.
Oh my goodness.
Also, if you want to see the next video early that we did in Linwood, Washington, a little bit north of Seattle, be sure to join the Patreon on the pinned comment. We'll be showing you a little preview of that right now.
Conversation I was having with him.
Okay.
You got all of it, though.
Wait, hold
I
these,
gotta
hold these
say,
papers
the
right here.
video
on the
quality,
match. Hold these right here.
at least in my opinion, keeps getting better and better.
Well, this is
As far
from,
as like the
Yeah.
that's from, do you have them from,
the
This is
FTSs and
fantastic.
all that.
Here, you match them up. Hold these right here. See what you have on here.
Absolutely no idea, man, but it is what it is.
What is this?
Hilarious.
Well, these are underage kids posing.
what?
Stay where you are.
Here, my phone.
Call the cops. Oh, wait.
Let me see what you're looking
Huh? So these are underage kids posing right here. This is an underage girl in a bikini right here.
at. That's a bikini. Big
Oh,
whoopee
yeah?
shit.
Let's see. Let's see the gallery. And you got Kick? Wow, look at you texting an underage kid on Kick, texting another underage kid on Kick.
Beautiful close up.
No.
Then you
Very
say
nice.
right here to another underage kid,
Calm down.
"Hi, baby, let me help with your."
Move the camera. Well,
They're not underage.
and,
Uh,
got it.
That is.
We'll see like a face to face on this guy.
What?
You have
Are you
Google
gonna get-
Hangouts. You have
What?
Kick. Let's see what you're talking to. Grab right here. Mom, son. Oh, that's bro.
There we go.
Come down.
Oh, I'm hungry as. Go order the fried pickles.
The fried pickles. Oh wait, hold up. I had not seen this one either. On. Damn. It's gonna scroll. There we go. 1 second. Bear with me. About to share the other tab in a second. Yeah, I hadn't seen this one either. So
And I taught her by showing her, unfortunately.
I
But
kinda
I
like
taught her
fast
that. I said,
forwarded
if anybody ever
into
touches
the
you, you
to
need
the
to tell
actual
dad or go to the
conversation.
cops.
So
You're not supposed to
Hopefully
have
that's
hands-on
okay.
learning with your daughter when it comes to sex ed.
I fully understand that.
Do you?
I do. That was going to get canceled tonight, guys. If you guys would have pushed it a little more, you would have got. If you would have answered that last text, I would have canceled. And then I would have canceled it, and I would have backed off from it because my brain wasn't going good. And after thinking about this, when I sat down to turn off my Life 360 so I couldn't be tracked, I went, no, this. This is a child that I don't need to be doing this with. She's innocent. She's home alone. I'm done.
So
That's
how,
part of the thinking errors they teach me in my classes. There's 37 major thinking errors, and one's justifying. I'm justifying. Okay, she's curious and she wants to learn. You guys are really good on how you guys scope stuff, but she's curious and she wants to learn. And if there's any other on here, I don't want to take advantage of her and hurt her really bad. That was what was going through my head. And then when I was
well, you
thinking
do know
about
the
this,
definition of statutory, right?
yeah,
You expressed interest in wanting to do that. So how does you doing it make it any better than somebody else doing it?
well, that's why I said I was
Don't mind
going
me,
to
I'm
cancel
just
tonight. I wish you guys would have answered that question because you would have answered one of the last texts I sent because you guys would have found out that I was canceled.
I'm just going to let you know, since you've been talking for 9 months, 9 times 30, that's 200. You talking for 270 days, talking sexual, calling her your unicorn, expressing interest in meeting her multiple times. You saying whether it's true or not, I'm not really going to ask you about that because it's so irrelevant to anything. You coming to meet or not tonight, 270 days, man. That's
There was going to be a follow-up on this. Is educational for her and it's educational for me.
Oh no.
Would have been
I apologize.
counseling and
That
explaining to her why
really
I'm
was not my
counseling and
intention.
what's going on.
I promise you that was not my
the
intention.
thing is,
I literally was
somebody had
just stretching.
to her
Which has been for the
But
last
I
couple
guess
of
in a
weeks.
way,
last
I
couple of
appreciate
weeks.
it. I'll
Somebody
take
that's
that
expressed interest.
as a compliment, I guess.
There's no teaching that you have to do.
I understand.
If you were going to message her at all, the only teaching should have been get off this app, don't talk to anybody, then you block her.
Mhm.
Or you report this to the police. She said she was from Eugene. You report this to the police, man. That this girl's on here. They try to find her parents.
Correct.
That's the only teaching that should have happened. And leave it to the parents to teach. And if the parents are bad teachers, it's not your place.
I got you.
Especially when you weren't trying to be the teacher here. Well, you did mention teacher things, but that was about licking tacos.
Yeah, negative stuff. No, I understand. Like I told you guys when you first walked up, I do appreciate what you guys do.
Yeah.
I do, because you educate the public and other people.
Yeah, of course. So with your daughter, how long were you going to plan on touching her for?
I don't know. Do you know how many New Year's Eves I set a resolution to never going to do that again? I'm going to seek help. The thing was, is they don't offer help. Once you somebody, they don't offer help without jail time.
So what? Why is that bad? Well, of course they don't.
Well, they didn't. They do now.
They-
You can go to counseling offices and tell them that you have a situation, and then they will
Yo, what?
they will put you in the program. They will do a plymograph test.
Oh,
You know what
y'all are
plymograph test
crazy, yo.
is? It's where they put a rubber band with a sensor around and they see what amuses you,
Okay.
what gets you aroused.
Okay.
Okay, they do those tests. They run you through a polygraph tests and everything. And I do a polygraph test every 6 months, and I've passed every one of them. And I'm due for one now.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Before I continue this video, he said something right now about the polygraph test. I'm like, listen, a polygraph test, in many states, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in the chat, in many states, it's not even used as like a form of that type of investigation because it's not something that you can like bet your life on. Like, okay, this is like extremely legitimate. This is extremely precise. This is extremely accurate. So that's number one. Number two, a lot of people can easily pass a polygraph test. You know what I'm saying? Like prepare for it. You know what I mean? Even if they give you coffee or an energy drink or whatever, there's ways that I have seen and heard whether it be on documentaries, whether it be on shows, crime investigation shows. There's ways around it. You know what I'm saying? So that's not really telling me anything. But yeah.
So what do they ask you in the polygraph test?
If you had any contact with a minor,
You would have
Exactly.
failed this one if you had said no.
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate
if I
that.
would have showed up.
Okay.
That's why I said I was nervous. I didn't want to show up in the first place.
Okay. Go on.
Other parts of my brain was fishing me on to show up.
Okay.
So, honestly, I think after this, because I was catfished. My fiance and I was catfished a while back by a girl on Facebook,
How old was she?
on Instagram, 27.
Okay.
And I think after this, I'm going to delete my Instagram and never be on there.
Yeah, of course.
So-
Do people in there know
Everyone in my crew knows
that you touched your daughter?
that they know everything about my because I don't hide it, man.
Have you hired them?
I have.
Do they work for you now?
They didn't turn out because they were still one of them, he became an alcoholic and it was affecting him at work, and the other one was a narcissist, and he was messing up more vehicles than he could
Yep.
work on, so they
Thank
turned
you,
out
Rock
not to be
on. I
very
appreciate
good.
that.
Okay.
And if I did have working with me right now, I legally can't let you know that, but I'll just tell you, since you guys are straight up and you told me you weren't going to put this on the videos, my lead mechanic 18 years ago, he was with
So-
a 17-year-old.
What this predator is basically trying to do, he's trying to come off and appear as like extremely like honest and extremely like open and extremely like, hey, I do want to work this out with you guys, because listen, I did this, and this, and I will be completely transparent with you and honest and all that. But then obviously he's throwing like in a lot of things that really don't matter. Don't have to do anything with this. Trying to, I guess, like talk his way around it, or like, out of it or whatever. So yeah. PvP, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Blessings to you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by and showing love and support. I do appreciate it. Yes, John Davis, I appreciate that, sir. And then of course, yeah, exactly. He's pretending he's performed, but just relapse. Exactly. But yeah, let's get back to it.
And he did time in jail for that.
I hope y'all don't have a lot of bring your daughter to work days
No,
here.
we don't.
Okay. Thank God for that.
No,
All
I
right.
keep it really controlled around here, man. We really do.
Okay.
We keep it very controlled. My secretary has a daughter, and she knows about my status, and she'll bring her here for like an hour with her dad. And that's just for lunch break, and they leave. And then I usually am out in the shop when this come around. I
Okay.
steer myself away from situations
Wow.
like this, and I put myself in this situation. That's why when you brought this out, and I didn't know her last name.
Okay.
I never asked her. So
So it's you still have this attraction to underage kids, yes or no?
I do, but it's something I'm working on, and this right here is another eye opener of why I shouldn't.
How many eye openers do you need to have in the past 10 years?
I did,
Jail wasn't an eye opener for you?
No, it
Enough.
was.
Not
It
enough. Not enough.
but I've been out of prison for 8 years.
Interesting. Not enough. 7 years of the Oregon educational system isn't an eye opener for anybody, obviously.
No, it's not.
Then, so it's
Alex just laid down some information on him, and the Pred tried to like pretty much like refute it, and I'm like,
10 years, man,
mhm.
with education.
Well, the reality too. Here's another reality too. You could have thrown in there also on an eye opener. I've been in business 19 months.
Sure.
I started this business with everything I have. I own
Okay.
my own cars. That Toyota there and the Jetta sitting over here is one
Uh-huh.
of my girlfriend's. I own my own house, but that was left to me
Oh,
on the
awesome,
wheel.
PvP.
Okay.
And
Awesome, bro.
just by
Yeah,
meeting
I
up with
mean,
this person, just by
hey.
these text messages.
Keep doing what you do. Keep
Right. I know.
exposing
And so why would I?
the
Why
predators and pedophiles.
did I put myself in this
You know what I'm
situation?
saying?
Great question. I don't know.
For
Why did
anybody
you?
who's doing this out on the field,
Maybe to see
like
if I can get away with it.
confronting
Uh-huh.
these people.
So that's why I thank you guys.
Mad props to
Well,
you guys in
you
that
know,
respect.
That just when you just said this has been an eye opener.
It has.
I've had these eye openers and I'm learning classes. It just all went out the window because you just said to see if I can get away with it. So obviously,
That's the bipolar part of it, man. Do you understand manic bipolar? Do you understand mental disabilities?
no. I don't.
When you guys are doing this is an eye opener. You guys, when you guys are doing this, you should study that a little bit. You really should.
Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, you know, one thing we must not forget, whether it be a Alex or Ghost or any of the catchers that we've known thus far, the fact that the information that is not only like pretty much uncovered, and at the same time distributed, okay, within the people who worked on the catch itself. The information, where the person like worked, what I'm saying, what was his background, what I'm saying, his actual like real name, family members and all that. Any information at all, okay? Any information that kind of like paints a picture of the predator and the actual like pedophile and all that, really does make the catch just a lot more like legit. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he's out here doing this where he's doing it, I'm just like, bro, this is, I don't know. When it comes to like evidence and all that stuff, I am glad that Alex does it this way, and then, of course, like the other predator catchers like do it this way, and it just helps. It helps like build credibility. You know what I'm trying to say? Within the catching community, within the evidence that you need to like have at hand, like for the authorities, for the police or whatever. And so it's beautiful to see it unfold the way it is.
You really, really should, because
this guy, this predator, man,
almost every guy
he's
that's in
sounding
our
like
group,
condescending or whatever.
they have some kind
I
of
don't know what I would do like that.
PTSD or mental dysfunction. Somebody has a straight brain like you guys are. You guys look like you guys do well for yourselves and
Right.
everything else. When you got a mental disability, you don't make all the right choices all the time.
Yep.
You're how old?
Correct.
43.
Jules. Correct.
Rough 43. I'm 20. I'm a rough 21. But nobody makes the right choices all the time. This guy's an alcoholic and a smoker and at everybody.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
Is he?
He
Oh,
wishes.
look it up.
I'm just kind of curious. I understand before you guys come
Yeah.
in. So, I just watched one where a guy was trying to hook up with some 14-year-old girl, and when they walked up to him, the guy.
Hold on. Let me see if I can fast forward. Because like I'm not gonna put the whole thing on here right now.
Private pictures.
Basically underwear pictures or bikini pictures, because I understand guys who are trying to bust, as I am, they can't bring those pictures up and send them to
That's correct.
the person.
That's correct.
And that was like my first red flag. My first red flag was even talking to an 8-year-old.
There you go. There you go.
You said you wouldn't have on your phone, but then there you are asking for pictures.
That is
Yeah, they would have been deleted right off the Instagram.
Right,
First
but
time.
just because it's not nude,
Yeah.
if it's used for a purpose, like bikini underwear, for example, you'd agree underwear, right?
It would,
Especially
but
exchange over the internet.
it wasn't intended for that. It was intended to verify this is who this was. That's what it was for. It wasn't for anything sexual deviancy.
Sure, fair point, but I don't think cops would give.
They wouldn't have.
So just a heads up,
Well, you
guys.
can't-
I am
you
going
can't
to
call you
be
my
in the
queen,
stream
LOL.
like
What game are you
around
playing?
10 p.m.
Catfish.
Not exactly 10 p.m.,
Ah,
but around 10 p.m.
Good.
You're my
And
beautiful.
before I finish the stream, I
No,
do
no,
want to
no,
share
no,
with you guys
With
a
80, I'm
video
not
that
going
you
over
guys
80
have.
pages here.
Like, I don't know. In
You're
my
beautiful
opinion,
enough to
it's
be me.
it's mind blowing and really eye opening. Right? It doesn't have to do with the catches. It doesn't have
So
to do with
obviously,
like
you're
any of the
calling her
predator
beautiful, you
stuff
find her
at all.
attractive, right?
But it's something that I came across today, and I told myself
Beautiful.
I found it valuable.
I guess.
So if I
Any
found
of
it
my female
valuable,
friends,
I'm
it
pretty
doesn't
sure you
matter if
guys,
they're young, they're old.
at the very least, might find it interesting.
Yeah,
So
for calling someone beautiful.
we'll be
don't
sharing
mean
that in a
beautiful.
few seconds or
Yes or no?
2 minutes or so.
If you call someone beautiful, then want to go look, you have to have some type of attraction to them. Yes or no?
Not because I call them beautiful.
I understand with that, but you have some type of attraction to them, right? If you call someone beautiful, then express interest and want to look, then
Well, yeah.
want photos from her, you think that's attractive, don't you?
Right.
think? Okay. All right. So you obviously do have this attraction to underage kids still, as you just said right now, by definition. Okay.
Also, just so you know, guys, I
They
am
joke more about the
using
actual
StreamYard, so that kind of makes it a little bit more
for the parents.
difficult on my end.
And then you put eggplant in the
In the
tacos.
past,
What are
people
those
have told me,
mean?
"Hey,
Of course.
you know,
Eggplant tacos.
can you read like my
That's
comment or
where it's
whatever? Or can you read this and that?"
Right.
And
And from there, you should just block.
I don't know
Actually, you
why.
should block
I
your November.
do not understand
You're right.
why,
You know the thing.
but it's happened
The
a few
man
times
has
before
the
where
Eggplant.
you know
eggplant. The
either I
female
won't
has
see the
the
comment
taco.
because it's just way far back up to scroll back to. It
These
won't
are all
let me
fresh
scroll
from my brain
back
from the
all the way
last
to the
couple
beginning
days.
of the screen.
Yeah. Like I
On
said,
StreamYard.
after getting news from my
It
doctor,
will
what
let
he
me
told
scroll
me,
up to a certain
my
point.
brain triggered
So if at some point,
brought me down.
What is your heart
you know,
condition?
I miss one of your comments
I
or
got an
whatever,
infection in my teeth
you
4
know,
months ago.
my bad. I
and
do
it got
try to
in the
keep
blood.
up as best as I
And
can,
infection,
but yeah,
if they catch it in
these
time,
things do happen.
it's nothing to worry about. If they don't catch it in time, is the deterioration of the bag and the tissue around the edge of your heart.
Really?
That's heartbreaking, honestly.
Oh,
At 43 years old, in October, I find out more.
okay. Now is that better?
Saturday with me, and the doctor told me, he goes, well, from your tests on 4 months ago to now, I'd have to say 4 to 7 years. He goes, however, Fred, I don't want you to go out and ruin your credit and sell all your, go out and party and do stupid. He goes, but here's what I would like you to do is in October we're going to do another complete stress test on your heart and see how much it's even gotten better or it's gotten worse or if it's sustained. In October.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this catch here, and I'm gonna stop right where Alex is like face of disbelief and like, holy crap, dude, can you really talk any more crap out of your mouth? How long can you keep this up for, basically? That's like Alex is facing at this very point in time, and he's pretty much like saying like, yo, are you serious right now? Like, are you seriously gonna like continue to like reach into like the excuse bag and try to like talk your way out of this? Like, what? One thing is letting the person talk. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Yeah, of course, let them talk, let them tell their side or whatever. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the confrontation. That's part of the whole catch. Is like, you know, we say our piece, you know, or the catcher says his or her piece. You know, allow the predator or pedophile to like talk, you know, and explain why they were trying to do what they were trying to do. Of course, that's needed. And of course, allowing them to self-incriminate themselves for evidence and proof. But another thing is to like, you know, let them like, and I'm not saying Alex let him ramble on, but the dude just kind of like pretty much found a way through it and just like did it on his own and just kept talking crap after crap after crap. So yeah. That being said, all right, I'm gonna show you guys the video I was talking to you guys about. So just bear with me, all right? Hang in there. I know it's like really like boring to see me like change from tab to tab or whatever, but I promise you it will be worth it, especially for the parents out there, all right? So if you're a parent, you're really gonna want to see this. This is gonna be really eye-opening, and yeah. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. All right. And of course, bear with me because once again, this video I'm gonna show you guys has nothing to do with predator catching. It has nothing to do with pedophiles. It has nothing to do with predators. It has nothing to do with any of that. So yeah, I'm seeing. Hold on. All right, here we go.
I had this feeling that something was terribly wrong.
Just
with
bear
the
with me. I
world
promise you,
we live in,
this will be
but
worth
you
it.
couldn't figure out
Right.
just what it was.
Apparently, Dead Twist wants me to flex. Of
Secret
course.
societies, mystery
I don't know
religions, and the
if that's any
Illuminati
good
have been controlling our
for any of
reality
you
since
or
the
myself,
beginning
but
of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the freaking camera or what, but
Wake up, because
or
this
maybe
is
today's workout.
a
Because
call
today's
to
workout
an
was really
uprising.
good. What's going on, Eric?
Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit
What's
about
going on,
something that is
brother?
going on in Eatonville,
Check this out, bro.
Washington. This high school there in Eatonville, they've got this program. If you are on a sports team regardless of the team,
Check this
you've
out,
got to
though.
wear
Listen
this
very close-
ankle
closely.
tracker. It's kind of like an ankle
Prisoner,
bracelet.
right.
Sure, absolutely.
An
People
ankle
are being-
bracelet or a prisoner.
It's same thing. Anyway, what they're doing is they're trying to figure out, the school in their wisdom said, okay, we're trying to keep the kids socially distanced, so we're going to get a contract with this company for these ankle trackers. It's got visual and audible sensors when kids are too close to each other. So if I'm within whatever they set it for, 6 feet of another kid with another ankle monitor, it goes off. The whole idea is to keep
I
the
love this
kids
channel, man.
apart.
Like, I
But then
really do.
the
It's
parents
one of
found
the
out about it.
go-to
Hey, wait a
channels
minute.
every day.
The school is tracking the children. And the school said, look, they leave it at school. We're not tracking your kids. But one mother said, ankle bracelets are for criminals, not for kids.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Well, if this doesn't turn your hair white, I don't know what will. In addition to everything that we've seen going on, as we continue to watch zombies stupefy America and the world that we live in, now we have a school in Washington, get this, that is going to require some student athletes to wear tracking devices, like, a wrist monitor or an ankle bracelet, kind of like prisoners wear when they're, home and on home, house arrest, so to speak. Yeah. So the kids are going to be wearing it, and people still aren't thinking that we're in a police state. People aren't concerned about this. They're just like, oh, yeah, well, call. This is how we're going to monitor it. See who gets in, near each other and who, what has that even done anyway? Say all this stuff hypothetically was real. What has contact tracing done to help anything
Oh,
or
no,
anyone? It is so stupid, the excuse that they use for the purpose of that. Yet people, they're not like, they're just, tracking you, right? These people still go, call, they're not tracking you. They're not tracking us. They're not putting chips in. Oh my goodness. I mean, the dumb have gotten dumber and dumber and dumber than dumb. A public high school in Washington State wants to require some student athletes to wear wrist monitors so they can better contact trace amid the outbreak. This is riling up some parents who blasted the tracking devices on their children. The Eatonville School District said in a letter Tuesday to parents that it received grant funding to support higher risk athletic programs, including to pay for athletic proximity monitors. Can you make this up at this point? Oh, man. Thought it was bad, like willingly giving your data away to Google and all these places, to, them tracking you on these devices in your home and your phone. Now people are going to willingly wear ankle bracelets and wrist bracelets. One step closer to getting that inside your body, by the way. So the parents received, oh man. And they're saying that the parents are going to try to protest this. I mean, get your kids out of the institutions. Enough's enough with this mess hole of a country, this toilet bowl of a world that we're living in. I mean, screw these people and all the crap that they're trying to do. They are targeting kids. They're trying to empower kids because their parents are the ones who are probably going to go, no, I don't want them doing that. And then the kids will get pressured into it by other idiots at school and other idiotic parents who will say, you need to do it. You need to do it. And you need to go and get it too. Right? That's what the institutions are set up for. They are set up to engineer. That's the only purpose that they have. Oh, and of course, to indoctrinate you with a false history of life and the world, because it's nothing but lies after lie after lie and pointless, useless information that gets you nowhere in life. Welcome to school. This says, if a student or coach tests positive, we will have immediate information regarding athletes and coaches' contact so we can more tightly determine who might need to quarantine, right? And again, we've seen this with the contact tracing. Obviously, we're all familiar with it. I've covered it on this channel. Some of you might remember I went somewhere. I forget what restaurant it was, but back in like the early part of the winter. And I went in and I wanted a table, and they wouldn't give me a table unless I gave them my phone number so they can contact trace me. And I was just like, what? It's like, yeah, you can't sit unless you have contact tracing. We need to enable it. What's your number? So, of course, I gave them a bogus number. Why wouldn't I? I mean, these people are so dumb. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, sure. That wasn't a hard loophole to get around. But now we're going from that to literally putting these monitor devices on children. Are you joking me? Oh, man. And then if the student or coach tests positive, we can quarantine them. Yeah, that's, I mean, why don't you just fine them too? I get the belt out. The monitors, which are required for moderate and high contact indoor sports, contain radio-based sensors that track distance between people wearing them. I'm sure it's hooking right up to those old 5G towers, right? Oh, man. So it contains radio-based sensors that track distance between people wearing them, but district officials insist student athletes aren't being traced while off the field. Oh, okay, we'll take your word for it. We'll take your word for it. The monitor is only worn during participation in the sport. The wearable technology is also being used by the NFL to modernize contact tracing. Yeah, because we need to modernize contact. I mean, is this a joke? Are people? I mean, how many rights would you like to give up? I mean, let's just be real.
That's the question.
Because now it's just the need to modernize contact. I mean, is this a joke? Are people? I mean, how many rights would you like to give up? I mean, let's just be real. Because now it's just the people that we're speaking of are obviously people who identify as liberals for the most part, and then some Republicans. Even though these idiots, oh, my vote counts. I'm going to go vote. Great. Have a good time. Hope you like wasting your time. Because that vote is going right down it's taking an immediate journey down the septic tank. But, the liberals are the ones who, I mean, how many rights would you like to sign away? How many more? I mean, we know what this is leading to. This is going to be implemented inside of your body. All of this stuff tying together. With the potion, I mean, these people really are dumb. Do they fight back against anything? Do they think there's anything wrong with what Big Brother's doing? I guess not. I mean, I guess not. And they'll say, what's the big deal? They're wearing an ankle. I don't know. Because last time I checked, the only people who wear ankle monitors or monitor tracking devices on their body are prisoners. Yeah. You getting the hint yet? Mm-hmm. Parents of student athletes were invited to a meeting to discuss the plan and receive the consent form to authorize their child's participation, but some are upset by the district's move to mandate the devices which are worn on the wrist by most students. Well, it's good to hear that some of the parents are fighting against it. That is nice to hear. Why are all of them not? I mean, no clue. What parent is okay with this? I mean, really? What'd you do at school today, Mom? I don't know son, what did you do at school today? I played soccer and my ankle bracelet went off and now I have to stay home for 3 weeks, quarantine. Okay. Oh, man. It says, I was notified if I didn't sign it, they couldn't play, one parent said. I signed it reluctantly. It's either that or he doesn't play. I mean, look at the stuff now the kid can't play soccer or play football, play basketball without this ankle monitor on, and then you're going to tell him he can't play? He doesn't even have the run. I mean, these people are just despicable. I mean, really, at what point do you just decide to not participate with this government and shut it down? Oh, man. Above all, they said they're putting tracking devices on my kid, one parent said. Yes, they are. And he said the devices aren't optional and put him in a horrible position of having to sign the form. Yeah, pretty horrible. Just kind of like the position they're putting people in when they're forcing something into their body or they're not allowing them to have a job. Yeah, that's real nice. They said it's absolutely against my better judgment in every fiber of what I think is right. If I don't, they can be sent home from school for 14 days. Student athletes who are jabbed, however, can avoid quarantining and get back on the field within 3 to 5 days if they test negative. I mean, why are people who are taking the potion even being tested? Is that an oxymoron or no? Boy, they really want to get that in you, huh? What's on the end of
Listen to
those,
what he's
those
saying,
tips that they're doing the testing with? Oh, right. We all know. So the vaccine
Just
now
listen. That's all. I'm not
can
gonna
be
say if he's
tracked
right or
when
wrong.
you're
I'm
at
just saying just listen.
practice.
Give him a chance. And let's
Where
see
does
what he
this
gotta say.
end? One parent said, I
Draw
feel
your
like
own
this is an
conclusion
experiment
of
on our
information
kids
that
to
he
see how
provides.
much we can put them through before they start breaking. Good point. Good point, Dad. Yeah. Because the rest of us are, I mean, phew. When is anyone in society reaching a breaking point? I'm at mine. So, I mean, hopefully these parents are reaching a breaking point. Get your kids out of the institutions. I mean, I can't, honestly, with everything that's happened, I'm still having a hard time believing that, you know, the poor people out there, and a lot of you who are on my channel who comment, are losing their job over this, and nobody's defending them. They're just like, people who have it are just going, well, it's your problem, not mine. They don't even defend their fellow man's right to have employment, to pay his bills, to eat, because they so desperately want to get this in you. Then they go, it doesn't work anyway, but you should get it, and then get a booster, and then get another. Goodness gracious. They say, I will fight any requirements that segregate students based on magic potion status. I am confident the rest of my colleagues will do the same. Well, we hope so. I hope so. I'm sure the students feel the same way as well. Unbelievable. Police state, anyone? Yeah, it's beyond that at this point. And nobody says boo. Nobody cares. And these people who are so prideful and believe in the paradigm, the left, right, because it's a political, they've tried to make this, science. They defend it. At what point are we going to realize that they're just removing all of our rights, that this is 1984, that our prisons are our homes, like I've been saying for years? Welcome to it, because it's happening right now. I want to remind everyone, check out the website at callforuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. Check it out if you haven't. It's well worth it. And I want to thank everyone out there for their support. I appreciate all of you greatly. Let me know what you think of the comments.
I mean, he had another video out earlier today, which I'm not going to play because it's already 10:06. But, if y'all are interested in hearing more about that type of information, definitely follow, that channel. Just once again, I'm not here to tell anybody, do this or do that. I'm going to tell everybody what I told my sister. Don't do anything until you have, looked at all the information that's out there about this stuff. Whatever source you want to take source from the government, okay, take source from the government. I don't trust the government personally, but yeah, it's definitely worth you comparing what they're telling you with what other specialists and experts are all, that are not part of the government telling you. Just weigh the information, go through the information, and make up your own educated decision. And of course, this for sure. That goes without saying, know the Constitution. But on the real, for real, just compare the information that's out there, all right? Obviously, check the legitimacy of the source of the information, obviously. But for sure, compare information, and then from there, after you went through all the information, then make your educated decision, all right? That's all I'm going to say about that. And of course, have an open ear to sources that are not considered, legitimate, and just follow the trail. If it makes sense and there's actual evidence to it, follow the trail. If there's no evidence to back it up, don't follow it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that being said, guys, I know this is a really different type of chill stream. And so we did cover some of the catches from Alex that I hadn't seen yet. I'm glad we did that. And, I just want to share that with you guys just because I thought it was really interesting. And I thought, in case any of you hadn't heard about any of that, I just thought I would bring it to your attention. All right. That being said, I'm going to let you guys go. All right. I don't know if I'm going to go on another stream before tonight ends. If I do, then obviously I'll let you guys know. But if not, if it has to wait until tomorrow, then as well, I'll let you guys know as soon as I, can confirm if I am going to go live tomorrow. But as always, guys, it's always good to have every single one of you here. I really do love and appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really do mean that. And yeah, for those of you who have helped get this channel to 10,000 subscribers, I do once again appreciate you. Thank you for the love and support that you guys always show on this channel. All right, I will be trying to do a live stream or video dedicated specifically to that, to kind of like celebrate it or whatever. But yeah, just in advance, thank you to every single one of you guys. You know, appreciate that, Lana. All right, so that being said, check out the links that Dead Twist and other mods have been provided in the chat area. If you want to help a brother out, if you want to help the channel out, all right, there's different ways of doing that. I'm not going to say specifically what, but the links are in the chat area, all right? So check those out if you can and want to help the channel out, all right? And yeah, you guys are the best. I've always said that, and I always will. I know things have been weird these last few days and weeks or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? These things will happen. You know, I can say one thing and I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I can ask of, you know, certain things on these streams, but people are going to do what they're going to do. There's really not much you can do about that, even after placing certain like rules and regulations within the streams. So it is what it is. Let's see. Someone's saying to check Instagram. Oh, okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. I forgot about that. Sorry about that. Nice blender. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I was taking care of something on the Instagram. Jules, I appreciate that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There we go. I appreciate that. I love you and everybody else in here. I really do, guys. Like, even if you're like hating on me for whatever reason, you know, or whatever the case may be, whether you love me or hate me, I love every single one of you guys. I look at you as like a second family. You know, and that's just part of it, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop moving my yap and just shut up. And yes, sir, I'm trying. I'm trying. But yo, for those of you who want to hear more about that type of stuff, you know, I've kind of like been sleeping on the Vision Eye View TV YouTube channel, all right, which is my secondary channel, all right. If you have not subscribed to Vision Eye View TV, all right, here on YouTube, go ahead and do that. Do yourself a favor, all right. If anybody can put that in the chat area, I'll appreciate it. The channel I have not lifted it off yet because I'm still trying to schedule myself with the people that are trying to be a part of it. So yeah, but once it does, you know what I'm saying, once it is like official, meaning like that I'm actually active on it, you know, on a weekly basis, and we'll get the ball rolling and we'll get things popping over there as well. All right. Say it again. Oh, what do you mean, Lana? What, the Vision Eye View TV? Yeah, Vision Eye View TV on YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed over there, I highly suggest you do. Once again, appreciate that, Lana. Appreciate that. It's gonna be, you know, pretty much talking about day-to-day like news-worthy stuff, information, you know, the truther stuff, if you will. So, all right. I don't know about that in my life. And by the way, we owe ourselves an interview, I believe, but we'll get to that another day, I guess. That's mostly my fault. I haven't really followed up on that. But yeah. I'll find a way of celebrating the 10K, you know what I'm saying, in one of the live streams or something. We'll do something fun. Anyways, guys, once again, I appreciate your presence here. I know you could have been doing anything else, but you decided to be here with me. And for that, I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are the best. All right. Love every single one of you guys. I hope you all are blessed and safe always. All right. And, until next time. Yes, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jules. I enjoy it too. I should be on here a lot more often, but yeah. Anyways, that being said, till next time, love you all. Blessings to every single one of you guys, and peace out.